What's up, Revolution Comics? We're back today with another video. Today we're going to be diving in, doing a trailer breakdown and reaction to The Blood of the DawnWalker. It's a open world RPG vampire game. I'm really excited for it. It's coming out on the PS5, Xbox, and PC. They just released their event thing where it talked about more of the game, so I have my notes here so we can talk about it and break it down kind of. And then we're going to be also reacting to the full-length trailer produced by IGN. So let's dive in. So we're going to first start off with the trailer. I'm going to pause it, talk about the first one, and then we're going to dive into the last 40-second trailer. Okay? 3, 2, 1. So I'm just going to pause it right here. I like how the directors of The Witcher 3 actually helped with this. First, when I heard about this game, I was a little skeptical on how they would do it. But once I heard that the directors of Witcher 3 would be helping in the progress of making this game, I was all for it. And besides, I'm like a huge supernatural creature type fan. A lot of my characters are based like that, and one of my favorite open world vampire games is a game called Vampire. It came out a long time ago. I have it on my Nintendo Switch. It's super fun. It's like actually one of the only vampire games that I've seen that are kind of open world, and I haven't seen any of that since then. But okay, enough talk, let's get into the trailer. I do like the CGI graphics in this trailer. By the way, I have seen it before, so if I don't have a reaction on my face, it's because I've already watched it a couple times just to make this video for you guys.
It's all right. Don't hurt her!
You gave us quite the chase, young man.
Please, sir. She's just a child!
Roderick, remind me, did I make an exception for children?
No, sire.
No. That would have been foolish, would it not? They spread the plague just as well as adults. And there's only one way to stamp out this sickness.
No!
Not just
that shadowy figure in the background.
Had we met under a different moon, things might have ended
I do like the creepiness and horror aspect of this trailer. Now that one was confusing because I don't know if he's using the blood as like a power when he did it with his fist, or if he's using. That's got to be the creepiest vampire out of all 4 of them.
Lunka! My sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the cutting with an input. As you can see, she is healing.
I don't know. How?
I am life. I am
watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilt carelessly like water.
I just like the general look of like the supernatural side of the
Will
vampire.
be different now.
They're going on.
For all of you.
Alright, we're gonna pause it right here. I like this line that they use, the world needs what it fears. That's a cool line. Okay, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the trailer, and then we're gonna dive into the second part of it. So first of all, in the event, they said that this is like the opening intro for the game, and then the gameplay and itself takes, and they said it takes place 2 years after the intro, which we just watched. And then as they were walking through, like talking about it, one of the developers, I think one of the writers, had said that this game is part of a saga. So there might be multiple games about this character, or there might be like a couple games about different other supernatural creatures. I do not know. I would like to see if this game does come out. I'm going to do a reaction on the game, but I would wonder if they would do a werewolf type game like this. But I'm going to dive in a little bit, talk about a little information, then we're going to do the second part. So in the event, they had said that during the day, as a human, he can fight with a sword and discover dark magic and can be killed by anyone. So by that, they're doing like a cycle type thing. So during the day, he's like normal human like we are, but then at night he transforms into a vampire and can use his vampiric abilities, which I think is pretty cool how they separate it from day and night. It's different from the other games we have seen. Like Vampire, it takes place all during the night, so it's kind of dark and stuff. But with this game, you get to explore the open world during the day and the night. This game does take place in the 14th century, so like during the plague, there's wars and famine. The name protagonist of this game is Kion. I really hope I'm saying that right. It's spelled Coen. And then the little girl in the trailer, her name was Lucan. So I'm going to talk about that actually right now. So as you've seen in the trailer, the vampire had cut his hand and put it over her mouth. In this world, they kind of did it differently. You can't be turned into a vampire by that. The guy that did it, the bald one, his name is, let me see. I know I wrote it down here. Sorry about this. Oh, maybe I didn't write it down. I thought I did. Oh, no, right here. Brenkiss. I really hope I'm saying that right. Brenkiss. The bald one. When he healed his sister, put the blood and she was all healed. She did not turn into a vampire. She was just healed by the vampiric blood. The way that they're doing it is kind of interesting. The way that they're turning mere mortals into vampires is that I'm going to show a picture right here. So as you can see on this side, it's like a normal face, but on this side, it's like the jaw's like super wide and it's got really long teeth and stuff. The way they're describing is as once you're a vampire, the more you grow, like the older you grow, the more teeth you get. Like they just like come out of your jaw and stuff. The more teeth you get, and that's how you're able to turn humans into vampires. But in this world, the way that they turn people into vampires is actually they'll take one of their teeth out and stab it right into the victim's heart, and that's how they turn into a vampire, which I thought was pretty interesting and cool. But the reason Kion is able to be human during the day, and then vampire at night is kind of interesting. They did it to where he has silver poisoning from working in the mines to where he's from, which is weakens him, but on the other hand, it also protects him from becoming a vampire fully, and that's why he's able to do the day and night cycle. And then there's two big themes throughout this game. One is narrative freedom, which means it's like a big choice game, like the infamous games where your choices have consequences. Which I kind of like those games where your choices have consequences. So, and then they said that there's a lot of choices in this game. So if you want to play it again, you can always do different things. So not all gameplay is exactly the same. And then another thing that they just said was there's a blood hunger type thing, which not only so they wanted you to feel like an actual vampire. So not only will you have to feed on people to gain your vampiric abilities and stuff like that, but you'll have to feed on people to keep yourself from turning on your friends and your allies. Because if you don't end up feeding him, they said one of the interesting things is that you can actually end up feeding on one of your friends, and then that would actually completely cancel out an entire quest line, which I thought was pretty cool. And that really gets you into the mindset of your actions have consequences, so what are you going to do? And then, so it could end up breaking the entire quest line. And if you really wanted to do that quest, you'd have to like restart the game and do it from there. And then there's a lot of enemy sets. In the trailer, you've seen 4 vampires. I'm betting those are going to be like the boss battles. And then there's undead in ancient tombs, kobolds. And they're like, if you go into the mines, they're going to be an enemy set. And then the rashes are like high mountain secluded people. So there's a lot of different enemies and a lot of different things that you can do in this world, and I just think it's really cool. I just want to make sure I got through all this information. Okay. So at nighttime, when you do transform into your vampire form, the enemy levels are going to be a lot more difficult. So you'll have to use your vampiric abilities plus the abilities that you gain during the day to slay all types of different monsters and stuff. And then lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about before we watch this next trailer is the game. This is like a time game, so like Zelda, that masked Zelda game where you had like 3 days to complete it, and you had to do all these quests, but then on the 3rd day time would reset. It's kind of like that, I think, but you have 30 days and 30 nights to save your family from Brenkiss. So it's kind of like a time game. And then the way they described it was if you were like out exploring and time moves like slower, but you got to be careful because the quest lines you pick drag the days out more and more. So I'm guessing like if you pick one quest, it could like fast travel it like 3 days. So then you'd have 27 days to save your family and stuff like that. And then one of the last things I'm going to talk about before I play the next trailer is a lot of the one girl said that making allies in this game is very good. You can just automatically try to go storm Brenkiss and try to beat him up by yourself, but the more help you have, the easier it is to like defeat him, and the abilities you gain and the knowledge you gain and the abilities are especially good. So I wouldn't just start off the game and then try to rush him and like end the game automatically. You build it over time and over time, which I know a lot of players will do. I don't think anyone would just be foolish enough to go run in and do it. So we're going to play this next trailer real quick. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. This is like a teaser of the gameplay. Which I do like. It looks very fluent and stuff. That's a cool boss. And then I'm gonna pause it real quick. I just love how this looks in the open world aspect of it. And then there you have it, the blood of the DawnWalker. I'm really excited for this game. They have something where this wasn't the official teaser. The official gameplay look will be coming out summer of 2025. So if you want me to cover that here, 2025. Okay, so if you want me to cover that, leave a comment down below. I probably will, because I am super excited for this game. But if you want to know more information about this, leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day.